All right, look at this. This is a 2007 Honda 2007 Honda Pilot, and it's got a bit of a ticky noise to it. I'm trying to investigate what that is, but that could just be something as simple as needing to torque down the studs of the cam adjustment lobes or valves out of adjustment. Doesn't sound all that bad. It's a little concerning, but I don't see any leaks underneath. But there's that high-pitched squeal that comes and goes. Anyway, these are 3.5 VTECs. They do tend to get ticky when the timing belt adjustment tensioner starts to go on them, but overall, this thing is the most solid one of these that I've found, and I think it's an EX non-leather. It's in this weird purpley color. It's actually called Dark Cherry Pearl. And besides a little bit of rust here and there, like it's got some rust on the roof, that's one of the worst spots actually, which for a vehicle of this age is not that bad. We got some around that quarter panel there, but overall it's looking okay. It does have trailer hitch package. I like it, and it's a non-leather model. So this is a 7-seater SUV, premium cloth with 3 rows of seating. The back row is folded down, but you can sit 7 in here. AC is not blowing very cold. I have a indicator light on here and a VSA light, which I need to find out. I think that's stability control system. I'm not sure what VSA means. I need to research that. But yeah, this is a, sorry, I've got that on full blast. That's a 2007 Honda Pilot in pretty good condition, I must say. It drives nice. It needs brakes, but that would get done as part of the safety. Seems to rev okay. Exhaust is in good condition. Might have done that, caused VSA by trying to engage 4-wheel drive or something, but we're just gonna power it on here. Warm start. So that indicator is for a catalyst too low condition, which I've already scanned the car for. It had no other codes. It has 236,000 kilometers on it. I looked at one of these yesterday, but it was an American. Had the same amount of kilometers, but I mean, I think that was in miles. He said, no, it's kilometers. It was really miles. Now, how I found the purple Pilot was I actually saw this one online, this red Pilot. This one has EXL full leather interior. It's a little higher spec model, but it's American and it's rough underneath. It is rotten on subframe. It's totally rotted, and there's quite a few other little things wrong with this one. I mean, it's a nice spec and all, but had a few too many issues. A little bit of rust on the rear quarters and underneath. But as comparison, take a look at under this one. That's all rotten under this one. May not look it, but it's the frame itself is rotted through on this one. So that was a no. Also, transmission and motor is a lot weaker on this one versus the other one, the purple one. That's what it looks like when the hood's down. It's a kind of a handsome looking truckster large SUV. So I would use this for camping and for towing. That's the idea. The nice thing is that underneath, it's pretty clean underneath. Just kind of looking at the condition of the radiator, it looks pretty worn, but not terrible. Looks like an oil cooler or something in front of it. There's a lot of heat coming out of the front of the engine though, a lot, but I've just been idling it. Anyway, still on the fence, but initial ask, $4,000 Canadian certified. I think I can get it less than that, which seems cheap to me. That's like a less than $3,000 US car. Is it worth taking a gamble on? I think it might be. I could probably fix it up, make it nice. This is all the aero skirting package, which the other one had lost. It all looks pretty dry under here, and surprisingly rust-free. The only thing that really concerns me is the ticking and the catalytic converter. So besides some surface rust, this thing is actually in really good shape, I would say, for the age of it. Compared to all the other ones that I looked at, all the other ones that I looked at were completely rotten all around the frames. This one's super clean. It has gotten crown rust controlled over its years. that absolutely saves old vehicles. You definitely want to get your vehicle rust oil sprayed if you live in a rust belt type area. There's still surface rust over everything, but overall I think it's okay. This is the telltale sign that a vehicle has been rust proofed in its life before. If you see these, that means that it's had them drilled out and rust sprayed. Now, it certainly saves the vehicle from rusting away, but you can still get some rust. So things like this, where the water collects under this little sill plate, that's still gonna rust. That's not structural rust. That you can save by just spraying it yourself. Overall, I think this thing's in good condition. It does need brakes all the way around. I just drove it. It certainly needs brakes, but that's part of the safety anyway. They have to do that. So really the only thing that really concerns me is the ticking noise. I did do quite a bit of research on these last night, and it seems fairly common, that ticking, and this is pretty mild ticking to what I heard online, and the engine will still keep running fine with it ticking crazy loud, so I'm not too concerned. I also like that it has an AGM battery. For me, wanting to do camping stuff, that's perfect, because you don't have to worry about running it down flat. It won't hurt it. I just got to figure out what VSA is, decide if this is the one for me. So far it's shot up to the top of the list. I still think a minivan is nice to be able to move around inside a little bit more, but this has more ride height, four-wheel drive. Yeah, let's think about this. Cosmetically, I could really spruce this up, like a compound of the paint, polishing up these lights. These are projector beam headlights. Polish those up, they'd look beautiful. Just some spot rust treatments, and I could make this thing look like a $10,000, $15,000 car pretty easily, I think. It's got good lines, good bones, low rust. It's just mechanically the ticking noise that bothers me. Just have to figure that out. These Altezza style rear taillights are kind of fun too. Very early 2000s. Slightly tinted rear windows. Has power windows, power locks. The keyless entry is not working because the keys are trashed. But overall, even the seat's not all ripped up. So yeah, that's a 2007 Honda Pilot. I'm going to do some more research on it, and I'll let you know if I buy it. Under the Honda Pilot. Front control arm, front swings.
Who has a test light? Huh?
This is the rear transfer case. Looks okay. It's got new rear sways, I see. Just the one side, I think.